Welcome back, Alpha Nation, to another episode of Alpha Insider. It's Mike Manson here with the radiant one herself, Chrissie B, and the man that knows wrestling deep, one Mr. Daniel Paul Crowe. Alright guys, once again, Inevitable happened September 20th. It was a huge show. This is another major match announcement coming out of that show. And now, it will pit the Melbourne Openweight Champion, will defend his title, Jayson, the unpredictable Jayson Krash, versus the man mountain himself, the Polynesian Punisher, Manu 2Krazy Pelman. Now, my personal belief on this is I don't think this is a good match for Jayson Krash right now. I think Jayson Krash is running on emotion after being viciously jumped. And I'm talking, I've seen some vicious things in my time in pro wrestling, but this may be one of the most vicious beatings I've seen put on someone in recent times. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Crowe?
We call him the unpredictable Georgia, right? But he was unpredictable in thinking that 2Krazy wasn't going to attack him. 2Krazy was not going to unleash this fury that's been with him for so long. He's been chasing that singles goal for almost a year now, right? But also, here's the other thing that we may forget, that Jayson Krash is injury prone. And unfortunately, I hate to spoil this for all the fans out there and all for the little children out there that love him, but he got concussed. So, he took this match out of emotion, as you said, Mike. And, well, I think it's going to be a no-brainer. 2Krazy is going to put an end to this title reign for Jayson Krash, and he will be your next Melbourne Openweight Champion. And after all this, it's going to be another 8 months until we see Jayson Krash again, or if we ever see him again. Because 2Krazy is just that damn good.
Yeah, look, I can't argue with the words you said then.
Thank you.
And if I was a friend of Jayson Krash's right now, which I would be telling him that maybe we should pull out for 90 days, make sure your head is right. And because this is, not only is it a huge title defense for a guy that's worked very hard to get that title in Jayson Krash, but this is probably the most dangerous opponent he may have ever had here at Alpha. Okay. What do you have to say, Miss Chrissie B?
Look, he got attacked. He's fighting the clearance from the medical examination. Like, I've tried to talk sense into him because I don't believe he should be stepping to the ring when he is still recovering from a concussion. But after what 2Krazy did to him, there is no way Jayson Krash is going to sit back and watch and let him walk around with that. So he is going to be here. He is going to defend his championship.
And he's going to lose.
Yeah, sometimes, look, holding over the years multiple championships myself over the years, sometimes you need to know to pick the fight and when not to pick the fight. There is a little bit of politics in this, and Jayson needs to look at the big picture here. Now, like I said, I'm not a friend of Jayson Krash's. I know him, worked with him, but you've got a much better relationship than I have. But this is extremely dangerous, looking from a former champion's point of view, of whether it is smart for me to take this match on.
You just said that you have experience as a wrestler. If you are a champion and a fighting champion, regardless of what had happened, would you not want to actually prove yourself as a fighting champion and go out there?
I would take strategy all day. I would strategize my next position. I would not let emotions get involved. You have to be cold and calculated as a wrestler to get to the top of this business. And if Jayson keeps reacting on pure emotion and what the fans want, it will be his downfall and detriment to him. I really respect Jayson Krash. He's manning up, but I don't think if I was managing him, if I was his confidant, I would be telling him right now, don't do this. Because the Polynesian Punisher, Manu 2Krazy Pelman, put his own brother, his flesh and blood, through a table to get ahead. Put his own brother out of wrestling. A person that he was 10 years tag team with multiple tag team championships. And that's how ruthless of a man you're dealing with. This is a man that does not only want the title, he believes he deserves the title. So for me, I don't know if this is a wise decision by Jayson Krash. What do you say there, Mr. Crowe? I don't know if there's anything more I can say.
All I can say is, my God, that was easily. I don't know why that didn't win Moment of the Year last year at the Alphas, because that was freaking fantastic.
That's harsh, but I love it anyway. Okay, ladies and gents, and Alpha Nation, that's us. Remember, October 18th here at Pipeworks Market, we have anniversary 2, our 2nd year anniversary. Come down, be part of the show. This is going to be a great card. Remember, there's a Texas Tornado match. Now we have the Melbourne Openweight Championship on the line, possibly the biggest threat to Jayson Krash's reign ever. Maybe the biggest threat to Jayson Krash with the Polynesian Punisher himself, Manu 2Krazy Pelman. From myself, from the lovely Chrissie B, and from Mr. Daniel Paul Crowe, have a good evening and we'll see you at the show.